Donkeys dashed through the gallery door. They shook every window and beam. Though Oliver shrunk from their deafening roar, he distinctly remembered he'd seen them before, storming across the gymnasium floor, the boys on the wrestling team. In front of the girls, they were bluff and hard-bitten, but secretly, the donkeys clearly were smitten. Do you know what smitten means? That means that the boys were secretly in love with the girls. And yes, the boys on the wrestling team, they turned into donkeys, so it's time to move. Make sure you have enough space for this. When the music for the donkeys starts, start moving at a low level. When you hear those high sounds pop up, a cuckoo sits weeping, bereft in her nest. Her chick has been missing since noon. She pictures him hungry, a cold in his chest, insufficiently fed, insufficiently dressed. She fears that her poor heart will burst in her breast if some news of him doesn't come soon. Is the cuckoo a cuckoo, or perhaps something other? The fact is, the cuckoo is actually Oliver's. That's right, Oliver's mother. She's so sad that he hasn't come home yet. Now for our song of the cuckoo, the clarinet plays the cuckoo a number of times. Do you remember how many times the clarinet plays cuckoo? All the freckly schoolgirls in Oliver's class left him gasping and grasping for words. When they squealed in the hall or they sprawled on the grass, his face was aflame as he'd timidly pass. But tonight, full of flighty excitement and sass, they were flocks of exotic young birds. Oliver smiled, relaxed and unwary, lit up by the gleam of his dream aviary. So all of the girls in his class were turned into, that's right, birds. Now for the bird music. Listen for what instrument is playing in their song. On Saturday mornings from 10 until noon, poor Oliver practiced his scales. His teacher, the maestro Herr Dr. von Loon, whose lessons included no hint of a tune, resembled a manic depressive baboon whose shrieks could be heard in North Wales. So his piano teacher was turned into a giant monkey. For Oliver's song here, can you pretend to play the piano along with Oliver? Good luck! Once Oliver's class went to see a ballet and arrived like a herd of young cattle. The dusty production they put on display was 150 years old, if a day. A gargantuan pink brontosaurus at play, you could practically hear the bones rattle. So the ballet dancers were all turned into different kinds of dinosaurs. Now for this song about the dinosaurs, you can hear the music played and it sounds like they're playing on the bones of the dinosaurs, but they're actually the xylophones, the barred instruments in our music class. And remember, there's a secret song in the middle. Do you remember what the song is? But at every ballet in her own private box sat Oliver's great-aunt Cecile. Wearing tea rose perfume and a stole of red fox, her memories of girlhood turned back all the clocks to the night when the audience lined up for blocks to see her Odette and Odile. With her ivory neck and her downy chiffon, not a woman at all, but an elegant swan. Now for the music of the swan, do you think it's going to be long and flowing and smooth, legato, or is it going to be short and choppy and quick, staccato? Take your guess. See if you're right. A silvery light filtered into the room. The day was about to begin. The displays were as silent and still as a tomb when a kindly night watchman strolled in. It was he who discovered the sleeping young lad and sent Oliver home good as new. When the boy was returned to his mother and dad, his emotions were split between happy and sad. But oh, what a fabulous night he had had, when his world was turned into a zoo. The next midnight, each beast reawakened with glee, while Oliver Percy had set them all free. Now for the final song, this is the finale, or the last part of the story, and you're going to hear a lot of the different parts of the different animal songs throughout. See if you can pick out the different songs.